Jimmy, Paul, Steve back on TC Live. It is one of the biggest events on the road to Roland Garros. Don't miss any of the men's and women's 1,000 level action from the Madrid Open on Tennis Channel and TC Plus. Our live WTA coverage begins April 29th. ATP coverage May 2nd. That's the next combined event. Here's ATP Chairman Andrea Gaudenzi with Prakash on a potential collaboration between the two tours.
We, of course, love seeing the men's and women's events together. What does that possibly look like in the future?
Look, I think it's a great strength of our sport that we have a very strong women product.
Yeah.
I think it's a unique selling point. Our biggest event are combined. The fans want to see both. So I truly believe we need to start selling, packaging, and distributing the product as one product because we belong to the same storytelling, starting in January and ending at the end of the year. We are working very closely with the WTA. We have now a joint marketing and social media department. We are also looking into aggregating the commercial rights. So it's progress.
Oh, we love to hear that. I mean, it would seem to make sense. What are the upsides for both tours, Paul?
Look, I think it's a better product. I think Andrea Gaudenzi said the right thing. I think that whenever you have the diversity of multiple events with different genders, it's a great product. I think it is a strength of our sport. I wish there were more combined events. I wish there were more venues that had the facilities to have bigger combined events. I think it's a great thing. But just like everything else in our tennis world, it's a complex spider web of governance that really kind of restricts a lot of this stuff from happening. Very complicated.
So, Jimmy, what would you say are the biggest challenges to this happening?
Well, I think getting the two tours together, number one, prize money, sponsorship, all that sort of stuff right now is somewhat difficult. And also, just the ATP Tour itself, there's sort of there's politics going on right now that you don't often see at this level, where Gaudenzi, and then there's the Djokovic group, and then you see Pospisil in Miami sort of complaining about Gaudenzi. So there's a lot going on. The prize money has gone down, and that's one of the things that makes the players a little bit upset. So there's a lot of things, and we need the sport to sort of band together. And unfortunately, I didn't get to hear Gaudenzi because it wasn't in my ear, so I didn't get to hear
I did that on purpose.
Thank you for doing that. But you know, in the end
He's for it. He would like it to happen.
In the end of the day,
positive.
there's huge stars on the WTA Tour.
Right.
There's huge stars on the ATP Tour.
Bring them
together. Let's make it.
And they're the biggest stars in the world. I mean, right? Like 9 of the top 10 earning female athletes in the world, tennis players. The top earning athlete in the world, according to Forbes, Roger Federer, a tennis player. You were a board member when you were a player. So what needs to happen to make this happen?
Well, look, Jimmy mentioned there's a lot of stuff going on, and there's a lot of stuff going on internally with the tour between different areas of playership, players that have different constituents, right? And the players have to figure out what they want to do. You know, is it the structure they don't like? Is it the people that are representing them in the structure? Is it the governance? There's a lot of different things that are happening. But Jimmy's right. This scenario is one of the clearest and cleanest things really in tennis and in other sports businesses. 1 + 1 here doesn't equal 2. 1 + 1 = 4. You get the men and women together, it's much more valuable. How you do that, how you share profits and revenue, and how you give the stakes to the owners of the tournaments and stuff, it's a different and complicated conversation. If they can figure that out, it's a pretty valuable product.
Oh, we found out today there's going to be an app at least next year with the scores of the WTA and the ATP, because we miss that more than anything, right?
Well, we do, of course. Step in the right direction.
I mean, not having that app is a disaster this year. Let's get those tours together. All right, much more still to come here on TC Live.